Becky, tell people, hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Say it.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
Ah, you did it! Thank you. What are you building?
A rain barrel stand.
Okay. Yay. So this is the corner of the roof where we're gonna put, we don't have it yet, but we have shutters. We haven't installed them yet, but we have the rain shutters and we have the barrel, and so it's gonna go here in this corner. Yay. Rain water collection coming soon. He's showing off for the video now. He knows he's the star. Oh, I thought you were just gonna turn it over.
Well, I don't know if it's worth it.
Oh, it's not much, huh? Nice.
Yeah, it was just a little bit left.
Cool.
Just went all the way. Damn, actually no. They're both the same. 19 3/8.
That's awesome. I think that's really how we built the wood stove table. We're like, oh, just use these. Cut them in half.
Yeah.
Our very scientific method of figuring out what height we need to make things. Whatever size is the log we're using. No, but this is great.
And actually, these are the cross pieces,
Oh, okay.
so they're not even as important. That's for the blooper reel.
Our first time, our first date. You're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall. Praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on tap. I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks. Listen all night.
Oh! I expected it to fall over or something.
Oh no, it sits really flat.
Yeah. So it's just two sides like that? Or
Two sides like that, and then I'll have to go down a little bit lower, I guess, because I need one coming.
right, okay,
Connect.
okay.
Connect
And then the
both
barrel
sides.
will sit on top, and that's enough space for a 5-gallon bucket to fit under.
Yeah,
so that we
just
can-
if we want to store one under there.
Well, no, and also so that when we
Well, yeah.
pour the...
But you know, we'll have plenty of room. The nozzle is going to be up here.
Okay.
You know, so we'll have plenty of room.
We'll have to put another...
But I just wanted to be able to put something under there if we needed. But yeah, I'm gonna have the other side, and then I'm gonna I'll have 2 boards going across, and then I'll do like a sort of a deck. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
here's the progress so far. I'm going to try to explain this, and then Sean is going to correct me. Because he says I don't explain things correctly. Okay, so this is our water barrel stand for when we install our rain gutters. Gutters, not shutters. Whatever. Anyways, for when we install our rain gutters. So he is making this stand in a timber frame style, meaning the pieces fit together. And you are gonna include like do the wood dowels?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Explain yourself.
I still have to drill holes and put 2 wooden pins in there, or dowels. And then I still have to put the cross braces in.
Right. So the reason this is taking so long is because he is carving out with his chisel each notch. Is it a notch? That each joint that the bars are going into. So there's a hole there, a hole there, a hole here, and a hole here that he notched out with a chisel, and then each of the bars, what do you call these? Braces, fit into them like we showed before. And so he's gonna do that again for each other side, and then it'll be strong and sturdy, and we'll be able to set the water barrel on top of it.
Yeah, I'll have to finish the top.
We'll put a top on.
I might even use, I have some 3/4 pressure treated plywood left that I might just put across there and call it a day. You know?
Call it a day, because this is taking a lot longer. Timber framing is super cool, but it's a very tedious process, and when you're doing smaller parts like this,
especially when it's a smaller project, if you don't have proper clamps and a bench to work on, it's more difficult than it would be a large timber that I could just set on the sawhorses, and the weight of itself would hold it down, you know.
Right. He's been sitting.
They want to bounce all over the place.
Yeah, and it's a smaller square to notch out, so it's a lot harder to notch out tiny spaces than it would be a larger space. But we thought we'd have to explain that, why we're doing it this way. It's basically just a passion project.
Yeah.
He could have built it an easier, faster way, but you know, that's the whole point why we're out here, is to do things our way and try different methods.
Yeah.
And timber framing is one of the methods that we've been really eager to try out. And of course, how could you not want to use this wood like this?
It's very cool. I love the joinery.
Right.
You know, making wood pieces fit together.
Yeah, and even though it's been really hard, it's been like 2 days so far. This is day 3 of really hard work. We're glad that we could do this. I know, it looks fast, but it's not. Action.
No, it's just, I know you can't see it from here because they're already together, but these tenons go in 2.5 inches, which gives it plenty of strength, you know, plenty of meat to work with. So
right, and that's like the benefit of the timber framing idea, is that the wood is fitting into each other, and the deeper you make it, the stronger it is. And so you have 2 inches on each side.
2.5 inches.
2.5 inches.
Yeah.
So
they're in there deep enough.
Yeah. So it's plenty strong.
Yeah.
Also, you marked it.
Yeah.
So it's marked 2.5 inches?
Yes.
Hold on. Focus.
See it.
So that
you
know exactly how far to drill. And then you carve it all out.
Yeah.
Wow. So, and 1 more to go, which means 2 notches.
Yeah.
But hey.
Yeah. I only have 1 more piece of log left.
Yes.
Just have to mark it and.
You're not gonna do that tonight, are you? No.
No.
So since this week Sean is working on that rain barrel stand, I wanted to talk about what we do for water off grid. And so I'm standing here, we have these two rain barrels or water barrels, and then back here, that black box, I'll show you guys closer, but that one is what's called an IBC tote. And we actually got all this stuff within like 2 weeks of Sean getting here. I found it on Facebook Marketplace. There was a guy selling it, and it's all for water collection. And we are very lucky that we are able, our neighbors have been so kind to let us use their well water to fill our IBC tote. The IBC tote is about 250 gallons of water, and each of these blue barrels are 55 gallons each. So Sean goes and fills each of these up, comes down, pumps it into the IBC tote, goes back, fills them up again, and fills up the IBC tote, you know, a little bit over 200 gallons at a time. We only do that every couple months. It really depends. And we only use this water for showering and washing dishes. We do not drink this water. For drinking water, we actually do go to Walmart or a box store, you would go, and we have 2 water gallons, and it costs like 33 cents a gallon to refill them. And that's just, well water is probably fine to drink, but it just feels a little bit safer since we don't have a filtration system yet. Our goal, especially, has been our goal the whole time, is to collect rainwater for showering and washing dishes and the garden, etc. So, and then in the future, we'll have a filtration system for our drinking water. When we first got here and we didn't know our neighbors yet, and we didn't know, there's actually a spring that's about maybe 30 minutes from here that you can go and collect water from and fill up your IBC tote. And we've seen people around town that actually do that. They carry this big IBC tote in the back of the truck, and they have a pipe that leads to it, and they fill from there, because in a rural area like this, it's not, nobody really has like city water. Everybody either has a well, or if they're in the city, they might have city water, but most people have wells. We don't want to put in a well. It's nothing that we've never wanted to. It's very expensive. We have to drill down and see. We wouldn't even know how far down. But also rainwater is just the most eco-friendly thing to do. It rains a lot here. It actually rained a lot this morning, and so if the rain barrels would have been in, we could have been collecting that water. And we have been collecting that water little by little, just with smaller buckets, and just using that water for the garden. But we hope to be able to replace having to go to our neighbor's house and use their well. We hope to completely replace that with rainwater. And so that's where we're getting started with Sean building that stand, and then installing the rain gutters. So this is probably going to be a 2-parter video, so that we could show you this, and then once we have the rain gutters in and all that system, we'll show you that part too. But I wanted to show you guys this part. This is a close-up of the IBC tote. It has this cover on it for insulation, so that it doesn't the sun doesn't affect it. But basically it's 250 gallons. Let's see, I'm going to put it back here. So this is the IBC tote. It's plastic and then covered by this metal protection. And then we have this much water left. But hopefully by the time that Sean finishes the stand, we'll be able to collect rainwater and fill it up. And right now, because we have been collecting rainwater in those totes over there, in those barrels, we do have water in there for things like the garden. And so Sean has it connected. This hose is gravity fed down the hill, and there's a table down there where we can open the spigot and collect water in gallons for inside, and then another hose that's connected from there to the shower, and the shower is fed through a different hose. But this is all gravity fed, and we can fill this up, and that's what we do for water. What did you want me to say?
We're painting.
We're painting. I'm getting ready to paint. There's a lot of prep that we need to do, because we need to get the brushes ready, shake the paint, stir the paint, clean the area, etc. This is gonna be our little paint bucket, so I'm washing it.
I'm the camera person again.
Lily is directing now.
Again.
Yay!
All the time with the paint. That is what we're gonna paint it. That is what we're gonna paint with.
Yeah, we're gonna put the paint in here.
And look at our clover.
Don't cut off my head.
Okay.
If you want to step back so that it's easier, first we shake it. This is the workout. Woo!
It's hot today.
Yeah, that's
So
perfect
it's
for
cold.
painting.
It's cold in the shade.
It's cooler. Okay, you ready?
Look, a butterfly. We are opening it now.
So this is our accent color for the cabin. Here we go. Ready?
Oh my gosh. Beautiful.
Yeah. So Lily is doing the hard work of peeling off the old paint from our paint trays.
There's so much already.
Yeah. And so we just have to wipe off the dirt that's been washed
Easy.
so far.
It's
So
easy.
yeah, and we have to tape off the bottom. As Lily's gonna do the blue. This is where we get to see the accent color.
It's green, blue, magenta, and white.
That's the mixes, yeah. And so
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall.
okay, so these are the dowels or the pins. What do you call them?
Either one.
Okay.
Either way.
Dowels are pins for that basically replaces screws or nails in the water barrel stand.
Yeah.
And so obviously it's gonna be a week that we've been working on this, or Sean has been working on it. So we're going to leave it right here and show you next week. Hopefully this is part 1. Yep. So stay tuned for next week to see how we actually finish this rain barrel stand and finally can maybe collect rainwater. Say see you next week.
See you next week.
Awesome. Thank you.